guys? Welcome back to the Code 45 Show. Welcome to this music album review. It's a great year to be a rock and roll, indie rock, indie pop. Just a rock and roll indie band. It's a great time to be that, and I'm stoked, man. You know, we have all our great bands coming back from years and years of not making music. Like the Jonas Brothers finally came back to release their album June 7th. Great album. Vampire Weekend came back with their album Follow the Bride. What was their app? What was um? Let's see. Hold on. Their album. Oh man. Happiness Begins. Jonas Brothers album Happiness Begins. Great album. The Vampire Weekend's Follow the Bride. Obviously, it's a great album from top to bottom. Even the Japan bonus track album was great with the 3 bonus tracks, except only like 1 out of the 3. The other ones were kind of just slow. The last one was a poem reading, but what a great album! And those are the only 2 big ones that came out early or came out. But now one of my favorite indie rock, indie pop bands, and indie rock alternative bands, 2 of them finally came back from after being years and years of not making any music, but they are finally here with new music. Both their albums got released. My favorite indie pop alternative indie rock band, Two Door Cinema Club. Yes, they're back. They've been off a 3-year layoff of making an album. The last album was Game Show, which was a good album. I liked a couple songs out there. I liked Game Show, like Lavender, and I liked Bad Decision. Oh, and the Wreck. Da na 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 the honest sacred cow. Those are great songs. But was that my favorite album? By them, no. I think my favorite. Sorry, I had the suck in. I wanted to watch. My favorite album by them was Tourist History. Something like that. I think it's called Tourist History, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tourist History. Probably one of my favorite Two Door Cinema Club albums of all time. That's when I first started listening to them, was from Tourist History, and I fell in love with them since. And I think my second favorite album is probably False Alarm. I'm going to get right into that. We're going to talk about the False Alarm album that just got released yesterday. And also, the Rack on Tour has been on a layover for, God knows, a long, long time. They finally released a new album, Help Us, Stranger. There's a song called Help Me, Stranger, Help Me, Stranger. I thought it was actually the time of the album. They kept the song name, but they got kind of like switched it with the title of the album. So it's Help a Stranger with like basically like a street sign, just like a regular old green light street sign with a hand like that. And it's great. Kind of basic album cover, but it's cool. You know, the record's probably going to be cool. The Two Door Cinema Club album cover is awesome. It has the 3 band members, the bassist, guitarist, the singer, two megaphones. You know, it has the old grandfather. I think it has what they call the grandfather clock, the dirty air, what do you call that? Fire alarm thingy. It has lights. Has the cell phone from Talk. It's pretty cool, and it has the clocks. The old clocks at the bottom, also the grandfather clock. But I love what they're doing, promoting this album, the Color Scheme album. They said they're what's it called? Gooseberry? Isn't that what's called? Goosbury, whatever. That the big festival coming up. That they're gonna use this air balloon, this hot air balloon. It's like a 35 feet. It's really big. Of their from their album cover thing when they're riding on the fire extinguisher. Yeah, this Two Door Cinema Club. Yeah, they're using that for their live performance or the performance at the festival Gooseberry. I think it's like next week or something. The festival, and they're gonna use this inflatable fire extinguisher. This Two Door Cinema Club, and they said, "Oh, somebody stole," and they said, "Help us find a fire extinguisher." Somebody stole our fire extinguisher, and then someone put it on eBay like it's a joke. Like they photoshopped it on eBay. They're selling it for this much euros. This is great stuff, man. I love what they're doing promoting this album. It's great. They're still doing this thing. Oh, look, and then they're on the street, like a big truck carrying in the back, driving it. Like, oh, look, we spotted it again. Like, it's a great, great marketing scheme. I love it. But yeah, one of my favorite albums. Here's how I rank. I like Tourist History is probably one of my all-time favorite albums by Tudor Cinema Club, hands down. My second favorite, to me, I think, is False Alarm. Great indie pop, electric, kind of like almost dancey vibe. They call it. They call it like indie alternative pop. It's like pop alternative indie music. They call this album, I guess. But if you go like, cause I have a Google phone, so if you go under like, the Google thing, it's called pop. But if you look under it, it says like pop alternative and indie. It's great like dance music. But my favorite is Tourist History. Second is False Alarm. Third is Beacon. Great album as well. Beacon. And then the EP was probably my favorite. Changes of the Season, probably one of my favorite songs. Off that one. The other ones are good, but Changing of the Season is probably one of my favorite. But those are my top four, I think. Then fifth will probably be Game Show. Their first one, their first ever album, has that white, the one that looks like white and black album, was decent. Not like their first ever album. That's like probably gotten started. But this album is False Alarm is a great album. From the one thing I could say, but I want you guys to tell me, what do you guys think? Do you think that was just a time, like really like a filler for the album, with the two single edits from Talk and Satellite? You think it's just like just a filler? You think they can make like more like dancey, poppy, indie pop vibe kind of songs to fill in there? Because we already have Satellite and Talk, so it was like basically four of the same songs. Two of them is just the longer versions, kind of like what you hear in the music video. I think the music video is kind of short too as well. But it's like two of the longer versions, like the intro, like when it starts out, it's like longer a little bit. And some of the songs is kind of like longer than this single that was like they just shorten the song by like a couple minutes. They shave a couple minutes off the song. They trim off a couple minutes of the song. You think it was just a time filler, just with just by filling in those? You think it was just a time filler by filling in two in the single edits? You think did they really need to do that? But I'm gonna run you guys down and play the snippet of the song just because I only can play like maybe like 15 seconds of it. And I'm gonna literally play you guys snippets of the song just because of copyright issues. Because you know, I don't own the rights. Tudor Cinema Club, the record company in England owns it. So yeah, let me get this kid up. But anyways, great album from top to bottom. I think it's 12 songs. The last two songs are a single edit. I think the first one is 11. I think it's Talk single edit, and the last one is Satellite single edit. But just a great album. And also after this, I'm gonna probably do a review on the album. What's the album? Oh, Help a Stranger album. Sorry about that. Help Us Stranger album. But this is, I'm telling you, dude, rock music is back. And then next Friday, yes, I've been waiting. I'm a die hard. I'm telling you, I'm a die hard. I was doing this since day one. I'm a die hard Black Keys fan. And finally, their new album. It's been years, man. They broke up because the touring got to their head, and they went off, did their own single thing. Like Dan Auerbach made his own thing, and then Patrick Carney, the drummer, made his own thing. But Dan Auerbach's his single album that he made was like last year or something like that. Great stuff. Waiting on a Song. Great album, great record. But just great stuff. But now they're back with their Let's Rock and they're on tour. I want to go see them in San Diego, but it's like on a Sunday, and that's like the hardest time to go. But I'd love to see them live. I haven't seen them live once yet since they've been on tour for the past couple of years. But now they've been like MIA. They're finally coming back with Let's Rock with Modest Mouse on tour for Let's Rock tour. Great stuff. Man, I can't wait for the Let's Rock album. They released 3 songs: Eagle Bird, Low High, and Go. Like, there's nothing else to say about that. It's just like those 3 songs, fire, like from top to bottom. From top to bottom is fire. So I'm gonna do a review on that too. I just can't wait for the album. But I want to know something. Okay, people say he's going through something. I guess. Do you like Alex Trimble's new look? Shaved head, kept the orange gingery beard. Do you guys like that? Like, I kind of like back in like when the game show days and all the older days when he had the long hair. That was great. But people said he might be going through stuff. That's why he shaved his head. Like I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about Alex Trimble's hair? Like, I want to know too. Like, people said they're going through some stuff, or he was going through some stuff. But let's get right into this album, okay? But I don't know what your thoughts are about Alex Trimble's hair. Like, he's going, like, basically shaved, He just get that orange beard look. Do you guys like that? Let me know. We're gonna start with the album from top to bottom here. I'll just click on any random song and then we'll go there. But the first song off the album, which was kind of weird that they released the first song kind of like right before the album came out. Like I think it was like 2 days before the album came out. My stupid iPad thing forever load. Before the album came out was Once. That's the first track off the album is Once, and it goes in the top, the longer version, not the single edit. The single edits for Satellite and Talk are at the end. Those are the last 2 songs of the album. But I'm just gonna like kind of do a scrub. I'm gonna scrub. You know how they do it when you edit videos? It's called scrub. I'm just gonna scrub quickly, play a couple snippets, and then let me know what you guys think. But literally, I think my least favorite song off the album, if I had to say any of them, is probably Break. It didn't really vibe with me really much. Is Break. But all the rest of the songs are just fire. There's so many people. It's called that drum when it kicks out the drums. Fire, man. Literally fire. Great stuff. So let's get right into this thing with False Alarm. If you guys ever got the record yet, let me know. I don't really have the record. I just bought it on my phone from the Google Play, from the Google App Store, whatever you call it. So, let's see, where's Once? So we're going to start off with Once, the first album off the track, or the first track off the album. This can load. So the volume's up here, but I'm literally going to scrub it. So here's the beginning. It starts with like the grandfather clock going off. The drums, everything is great. Alex Tremble's vocals is fantastic. Like, and I love their gimmick, the way they're doing what they did with Satellite, the music video to do like Star Trek. Fantastic. Talk music video is great too. I can't wait to do like other music videos for any of the other songs. Maybe they'll do a music video for Once, but those 2 music videos are great. So this is Once. Okay. No, this one. No, this one. That's game show. And now we'll go on to Talk. Where's Talk? The album version, not the single edit. We'll get to all those later. Single edit, album version. But the intro for Talk is longer. Let's just put it that way. The intro for Talk, the regular version is longer. See, boom, boom, they're like right there. Go boom, boom, and go then. They're gonna go then. I came back and breathe. Dude, and that's the way I think. I don't know if they can do this for the whole tour. For the tour, well, that's why they kicked it off. They kick it off with Talk. It goes like they have some guys speaking error, and the countdown goes error, error, and then you hear the drummer. Boom, 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 boom. So, you guys know it, right? It's very dancey. It's like it really gets you going. Like you just want to dance, or just like when you see them live. I want to see them live. They're gonna be. I think it's in November. They're gonna come to San Diego. I live in California, live close to San Diego, and also in LA, but I think I'm more closer to San Diego than Hollywood, because we're in Hollywood, but yeah, I think they're like November, because I want to also see I also want to see a Vampire Weekend. They're coming to San Diego as well, so I want to see Vampire Weekend, and I want to see Tudor Cinema Club, 2 of my favorite indie bands, 2 of my favorite, I love to listen to indie bands. I also love other indie bands like Laney and the 1975, other great indie bands, but here we go. I think they made this track a little long because it ends at 4:24, but like at 4:20, like the track just stops. So it's like 4 minutes or so, whatever less, with just like empty space. So, anyways, Let's see, can I get the full breakdown of the tracks or no? No, it won't work, huh? So I can do the okay. So once I'll just play. I'll just go through the motions here. Nice to See You is another great track. I'm gonna play a little bit, like I said, because of copyright issues. Cause that'll get me good. That bass. It's just fire, man. The bass is sick. And I'll skip a little bit. It's very vibey. But they also have other people come in vocals in this one. I forgot who these artists are. But they don't put it in the actual album. They should like put it with the album. These singers, I don't know the names, but you guys can tell me and let me know. But this album is great. So. There's another guy coming. Good, nice long tracks there. Great stuff. Like I said, from top to bottom, you can't beat it. Let's see. Like I said, Break is my least favorite, to be honest. This is Break. It's kind of slow a little. It's not my cup of tea. This is Break. It's a short 2-minute song. 2 minutes and 8 second song. So let's play it. So that's that. That's Break. But I think one of my favorites is Sophistication Gratitude, where great vocals on that. Heaven is a waste. Finally. Was it a score? Heaven is a waste. Great stuff. Like that. Because I know the drummer, he has two electric pads in the back of his kit. So he does the one down, so just a snare, and then one up, one down. So he has small setting, right? Just a snare. The one up is the rack tom, and then the one down is the floor tom. He doesn't do one up, two down. He just does one up, one down, which is just a snare, floor, rack tom, and then the floor tom, and then a bunch of hi-hats, and his other, I guess you want to call it two down, really, if you really want to. And then two electric pads that kind of trigger all this. It's just great stuff, man. The drummer is fantastic. Because I'm a drummer. I don't play in a band yet. I want to play in a band, but I love to play drums. It's great stuff, so. And I love the vocals of one. Heaven is a way. Heaven is a waste. Heaven is a waste. Heaven. Great stuff. But the beginning is great. I'll skip a little bit. Great stuff, but so many people at the beginning, the drums is very funky. Watch, this is called So Many People. Great. I love that the drums is coming in. It's very funky, very like a funky groove. I'm telling you, the drummer is fantastic. Very funky groove. Great album. Let's go into it more. Talk about it. Tell you this song will be sick live. And then at the end, where like the song fades out, it had like a bass boom 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 boom. Tell you, this song live will be fire. So Many People will be fire live. Hear that boom boom. Hear that boom 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 boom. That bass is funky with the synth. I love synthesizer, a lot of keyboard action, but just that funky bass. Boom 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 boom. Freaking great. So here's Already Gone, another great track. It's a little slow, I think. From all, this is probably one of my second least favorites. To be honest, I like it. It's a great track, but I think Break is probably one of my all-time least favorites. But it's a great album, top to bottom. This is, like I said, one of my second favorite albums. Like I'm telling you, but Tourist History. But Tourist History is like my favorite albums. Here we go. Another short track. I didn't get that. Why are they doing that? I didn't get that. The 3-minute 42-second song goes, he sings, then it cuts out. So it was like, but Think is probably one of my favorite tracks. Up there besides Sophistication Gratitude. It's a great track. I don't know at the beginning, there was like little vocalists. I don't know if they're speaking in French or Spanish. It sounds like Latin, like French, maybe Spain. Or French, I couldn't tell, but it sounds more to me Latino, like they're speaking in Spanish or something. And then it goes right into the song, funky stuff. So if you hear at the beginning, right, you can hear it. You hear it right now. Si pare que fuero. Like it sounds, maybe they might be Spain because it's more Europe. If not, you know, so let's get right into it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Funky, dude. This sounds like one of those great like rhythm and blues, R&B, like funky, like almost like back in the day, man. Like, you know, all those people back in the day. Man. There's only a couple songs that are long, but this one, some are not long. This one's a 3-minute 52-second song. You guys probably heard some of these ones, like Dirty Air. I wanna breathe dirty air, I cut myself all pretty. I fixed up my, like, his vocals and, like, the way he wrote these songs, great. We're no dirty at all. Like, who thought that? I wanna breathe dirty air. I get myself all pretty. I fixed up my hair. It's great stuff, man. Oh, man, he's great. Alex Trimble's great. The queen of fashion, the legend's all mine. There goes I don't know what he says, like, Lambos, anywhere you wanna go, the fire falling, so hold on, nothing. Falling, so hold on, nothing. So there's that, you guys already know Dirty Air. Now we're gonna get to, you already heard Once. Pause that. Pause. That's an old song. Did we play Nice to See You? I think we did. Yeah, we did. I already played Break, Sophisticated Gratitude. Now play Satellite album version. I like the beginning. This is, I think, my all-time favorite tracks. Besides Think, Fitzgerald, this is probably like hands down my favorite track of the whole album. Yes, this is not the single, it's the regular version. My hands down my favorite, and he always starts out like he did with the song off the Tourist History. What You Know. He also did it with the snare. I saw how he plays it. It's just a snare. And he goes like that. You know, like he did with What You Know. You know, sound like. You guys know, right? Sing with me. And like the freaking vocals on this is great. Meditation. Pre-vacation. Original by design. Digging deep, did it. Like the perfect creature. Guilty preacher is using the 9 to 5 to work on sleep. Pour the champagne, leave the party, till everybody's one. We're the ones who carry out that day to be ending up. Take it right now. We're going places, we ain't together, compromise. Limitation, in the overdrive. The final stride, trust the temporary visionary, you know what I mean, right? Mary. We're going places, we ain't together. See, this one is like the live version. Him live, he goes, you see like his voice fades out, like into the future. Party was riding. It's like very low, but fades out into the future. Party was riding on. We're going places. I'm gonna go back into the. It kind of just fades out. They already played the Talk album version. Yeah, they did, right? Just do it, I want it all. Don't talk, give it. I like the way you talk. Just do it, don't hit the wall. Let me see if I got them all. The album version, I already played the album version, let's see. I did myself all pretty. I'm gonna breathe dirty air. And when I dance all night and say, it's the only the place I know. Break already played. Talk already played the album version. Dirty Air played. Want to played. I think I played every song except the 2 last songs. Right? Which was excuse me. The single edit. So let's see if we can get the single edit. Dirty Air. Already gone, yeah. So all I need is 2 single edits. But you gotta know what the single edits are pretty much, right? Let's see. Satellite, talk, single edit. Here we go. Single edit. It's just. This one is like a couple, just like twice, like. They write the song. As a regular, like a couple times. Meditation. This is just short. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's just time filler? Like, I feel like they put these 2 songs, single edits, just regular without making a longer version for filler, I think. This is like a filler. Last 2 songs, filler. I think they could have made Alex Jumbo and them could write some more lyrics and make like 2 other tracks, not just these for time filler. Like, we're just hearing the same song over and over, just minus like a couple little things that you hear in the regular versions and the single edits, which I think, to me, a lot of people do these maybe for time filler. I don't know, but I think to me it was a time filler. Great tracks, though, don't get me wrong. But I think these were time fillers, so let's get right into it. Meditation, you know what I'm saying? And this one you don't hear the, cause it's single, you don't hear the fade of it taken to ride into the future. We're going places. You don't hear that. So that one's 321, right? 321. The regular version, let me see. The regular version is 420, so it's a little different. Now we'll do the talk single edit, and that's it. So basically, that's a whole track. 12 songs, 2 single edits, which are kind of the same song. Nothing surprising. Here we go. Talk single edit. So that goes boom, boom, bam, and it goes right into the song. This one's like boom, 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 boom. It's longer. So it's this one. Just do it. So that is the Two Door Cinema Club's False Alarm album. They're on tour. I want to see them live when they come to California, San Diego, but it's not sold out yet. So we'll see. They're playing at small venues, to be honest. They're not playing at big venues. They're playing like smaller venues, like more not club settings, but smaller venues. I'm stoked. This is a great album from top to bottom on a scale of 1 to 10. If I had to rate this album, to me, like I said, Tourist History is a 10 out of 10. Great album from top to bottom. Like every single song on there, you know, it's a great freaking album. And how I started listening to this band, Two Door Cinema. How do you listen? How do you get into Two Door Cinema? How do you hear the band? Well, I guess some of these songs like What You Know and I Can Talk were kind of big in like sporting video games. So I was playing like a baseball video game, right? And this song came up. I think it was I Can Talk. I think What You Know. It was like baseball video games. So I heard these. I'm like, what is the song called? I looked them up and searched them out there. I heard those. And it was around Tourist History album. I fell in love with the album because of the freaking baseball video game. Who knew? But yeah, great album on a scale of 1 to 10. I give it an 8 out of 10. Really great album. I truly mean this. Great album. Game Show was good. Like honestly, I learned a couple songs like that one. That one, Lavender. Game Show, the great song. I only like in Bad Decision. But I also love when they did the Bad Decision kind of like remix albums. The Purple Disco remix, probably one of my favorite ones that they did. But yeah, like I said, Lavender. Just only like 4 of them. Game Show, Lavender, Bad Decision, and We Are Ready, Wreck. Like only made like 4 albums. But now the new one came out, and I am a fan. 8 out of 10. Great stuff. Keep on. Hope they've been on a 3-year layoff. The last time Game Show came out 2016. It's 2019. They took a couple days off. They took a couple years off. To be honest, they toured like in 2017. After that, 2018, they're kind of just like, you know, what do we do? They're probably working on the album at the time. In 2019, they probably like put the songs together and they put out. But they're on a 3-year layover, just like doing some light touring, and then that was pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe for more. What you guys think about the Two Door Cinema Club's False Alarm album? Do you like it? Do you not? And what do you think about Alex Trimble with bald head? Do you like the long hair? I think I love the long hair better. And no, I'm not guaranteeing that. I just feel like the long hair was kind of cool, you know. But that's just me. But what do you guys think? Thank you guys for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoyed the album. If you haven't got the album yet, go get on all your you know, from SoundCloud to Spotify to Apple, Google Play, whatever. Where you can find music, YouTube music. Listen to the album from top to bottom. Great track, great album. Like I said, from top to bottom. So listen to all the songs. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye, y'all.